Now, baby, you know when you step into Granny's house. Come on in, beloved.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's the truth at the door. Don't wipe your feet, just bring your mess to the floor. This ain't no bedtime story, no cookies and milk. It's a straight shot of wisdom, smoother than silk. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Pull up your Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Oh, pull up your chair, let the stories unfold. It's laughter, it's lessons, it's love made of gold. Got a question, ask it, we're not shy in here. This is a safe space, honey, come face your fear. Got the mic hot, got the bass line deep. Granny's got the groove you wanna keep. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Darling, lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pound. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal.
Granny ain't scared, and you better not be either. Welcome to Granny's house.
Welcome to Granny's house. How are y'all doing? For some reason, it got really hot all of a sudden. Welcome to season 2, episode 11. Season 2, episode 11 tonight is what? Be humble before life humbles you. See how life is humbling me right now because I should talk about my mama, something fierce from her in them hot flashes. So I'm being humble right now, right? Be humble before life humbles you. Before we get started, let's go and do what we do every week. When you first come in, you do what? You like, follow, and you share. Like, follow, and you share. Welcome to Granny's house. It's on Facebook now. You can go to Instagram at They Call Me Granny. TikTok, They Call Me Granny. YouTube, They Call Me Granny right now. Where you are right now. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, why not? It's free. Hit it. Subscribe to Welcome to Granny's house on YouTube. Also, too. All images and words spoken or written belong to Granny. Your attendance is your approval. And also, you should know when you come in Granny's house, you do not come in here and do not speak. Come in the house and say, hey, you can support me by sending stars. Stars help me to earn money. The money helps me to make more content because content is expensive and I don't have no more money. But it's coming, no worries. I appreciate you all, each one of you, for coming in. Let's speak to our TTs as they enter the building, the ones that know when you come in, you speak. You don't walk in folk house and don't say hi. Who raised you? Wolves. Walaikum salam, beloved. How you doing? I'm so happy you here. Walaikum salam. Ooh, hey, girlfriend. Walaikum salam. TT, you back. Me and TT was hanging out today earlier. Greetings, cousin. I'm happy you here. I'm so happy you here. She said those earrings are fire. Thank you, baby girl. I was bored one day and I had some little scraps sitting around. I said, let me make me some of these earrings I saw the lady had on TikTok. I said, I can do that. Those are cute. And I've been having them for about 6 months. I have not put them in. Today, I said, you know what? I'm gonna put my earrings on. I'm gonna put my earrings on. So I'm happy y'all like my earrings. Thank you very much, beloved. Welcome to Granny's house. So we're talking about tonight, right? Be humble before life humbles you. Alaikum salam, beloved. How you doing? Our opening monologue for tonight. And I wrote a long one, so y'all be patient with me. I hope you got your journals out. We're going to need them. So everybody that already got their Granny's House journal, good for you. If you don't have your Granny's House journal, let me know and we will get one right out to you because you need your journal to keep up. Is she cute? Anyway, $10 for watching the show. Tonight we're talking about humility because some folks judge like life. They forgot what they ain't even in this life. like they ain't never messed up, never made a bad decision, never needed grace, never had God cover them when they deserved consequences. Some people walk around with a magnifying glass for everybody else's flaws and a blindfold for their own mess. You hear me? They can't see my own madness. Just went blind. Quick to say what they would never do, how they would never act. Put all my hands, my feet up in a minute, and how they would never end up in that situation. But listen here. Pride will make you arrogant enough to forget you are still human. Come on. And life has a way of humbling folks who get too comfortable and on their high horse. You better get off that high horse. Come on. Get on your little Shetland pony. Because the same struggle you laugh at today could be the lesson that teaches you compassion tomorrow. The same mistakes you criticize in somebody else could become your testimony. If life ever applies enough pressure, you'll get that testimony. So tonight we're talking about why humility matters, why judgment is dangerous, and why you better be careful how you look down on people. Because if it wasn't for grace, you might be one of them folk you talk about right now. This, trust me. Welcome to Granny's house. This is a really touchy subject because I have to talk because I am a judger. I'm sorry. I'm human, right? She said, I forgot to get my journal. You call me. And I have some left. I honestly have 12 left, so hurry up before the 12 are gone. These will be a whole different batches coming next month. I'm here, right? Got her journal. She got her journal and she got her tote bag with her granny face on it. Welcome to Granny's house. Be humble before life humbles you. Everybody has a judgment problem. Don't act like you don't. Everybody has a judgment problem sometimes. Judging isn't always loud. It's not always loud criticism. No, it's not. Sometimes it's silent assumptions. Rolling your eyes. We do that. You be around people and go, oh, here they go. I know I'm the queen of it. Diminishing people. They're not like they don't have a value. Assuming their motives. You assume something before it even happened. Who are you to make that judgment call? Deciding who is beneath you and who is not. We lost our mind. Most people don't even realize how often they judge. And I'm going to say, we don't realize we judge. Judgment starts in the head and in the heart before it even comes out your mouth. So check your heart. 'Cause what is going on up in here that you let that fall? Ooh, Queen Mother is in the building. Hello, beloved. We're so happy you're here. Why we judge others? Number one, we judge others over pride and our own superiority feelings that some kind of way we put on ourselves. Well, no, that's number one. Number two is protection and projection. Excuse me, our projection of how we think we feel that somebody else feel. Number three is unhealed wounds. We all have unhealed wounds, and we're judging people from our own unhealed of being judged. Walaikum salam. Comparing to feel better. Oh, I have done that, and I'm not even going to act like I haven't. And some of y'all better throw up in the chat. You know you have compared yourself to somebody because you needed to feel better. And here go the best one that I do all the time. I ain't that big. Pick the picture out. I look in the mirror and go, but I ain't that big yet. Cut it out. But I needed that to make me feel better. Shame on me. Sometimes people judge others to avoid dealing with their own mess. Mm. We judge others to not deal with our own mess. Everybody's a saint when they talk about somebody else, someone else sin. We are all saints and when we talking about somebody else's sin, like we ain't all sinners. Everybody wants grace until it's time to give it. People beg for understanding. They mess up. We all do. We mess up all we go. We got all the different conversations in the world. Oh, please forgive me. I know all that. Oh, please have some mercy. One that gets me when we watch these movies. I watch a lot of movies, and the person had a gun on you. He be right there about to take your head off. One of them crazy people. They'll end up taking the gun back from him. These superheroes. And then now he pleading, please don't kill me. What? You want some understanding that when I got the gun. Get it out. We become prosecutors when someone else slips. Yes, we do. We become prosecutors when everybody else makes a mistake. And when we make a mistake, oh, we become the best attorneys for ourselves. Oh, yes, we do. And when we want our intentions judged, but judge others by their actions. But we don't want our intentions judged. We don't want the stuff that we do judged at all. But we are quick to go and judge other people by the things that they do. And even point a finger like we have the right to judge. Even walk around, well, I used to have a measuring tape here. Walk around with our own little measuring tape like we honestly have a measuring tape to prove to pick and point out your faults. You said my sound is buffering. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out this earphone if my sound is buffering, because that means that can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you can hear me now, let me know you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Okay, I'm gonna say y'all can hear me because ain't nobody said nothing. Great, let's keep going. Yes, you can hear me. Woo, 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 let's go. The standards that we use, she said, I can hear you. Thank you, beloved. The standards we use to become the standards you use, excuse me, becomes the standards used on you. I can't read my own writing. I'm just writing all fast today. The standards you use become the standards used on you. If you're harsh with others, life has a way of humbling you with a similar test.
Have you pointed a finger and turned around and something like that happened to you? I got a nice story about that too. Come on. Many people judge from positions they themselves haven't been tested in yet. Be careful making fun of somebody else's chapter 3 when life is not finished writing your story. And I'm going to give you a good example of how I say this. Years ago, I was watching 2020, and there was this documentary, and on 2020, they were talking about the different levels of how people use their food stamps. And they had this sister on there, as a young Black girl. She had 3 children, and she used her food stamps and her government money. And what she did was she showed how she would take it and she would buy, she had cable because she couldn't afford to go to the movies, but she would make things and she would buy her chicken and her potatoes. But basically, she stretched it, right? She made it work. But they were demeaning her for taking her children to Chuck E. Cheese. But then they had a flip side. It was a white family. And the white family had a man in the house. And the young lady had a man in the house. They were buying model cars and expensive boxes of cereal and lobster and everything else. But what happened? People were judging her because she took her children to Chuck E. Cheese. Now, me with my judgmental self, I was about 25, 26 maybe. I said, ooh, that would never happen to me. Thank God I don't have to live her existence. I'm thankful that ain't me. And as soon as I said that, a couple years later, God said, really? Okay. You're judging her instead of commending her for how she's handling it. But I didn't judge her or talk bad about what she did. I just basically judged her situation and feeling that my situation was better than hers. And that could never happen to me. And it wasn't a couple years later, he snatched everything from me. And my situation was worse than hers. Y'all better come on. But now I have a testimony. Well, I had to ride through that wave, but think about it. We have to watch what we say and how we judge and the things that we say about other people, feeling that it can't happen to us. The self-righteous scream judgments against others to hide the noise of skeletons dancing in their own closet. Wow. So yeah, that was a true story. It really happened. Wow. Judgment blocks compassion. You can't help people you look down on. How can you help somebody if you're judging their position? You don't know what happened to them that they had that made that choice happen to them that where they are. Who are you? Who am I? Judgment creates distance. Well, I ain't going around them. Who do they think they are? Oof. Every time I go over there, they always come with this and that and that and this. And you're judging. They children bad and this and that, and the husband smell. Stop judging. You can talk about her without judging her. We're gonna talk about that too. Compassion creates connection. You ever been around some people and they may have been in a lower station in life than you are in at this point right now? Thank God for where you are. Stop right now. Thank God. And before you judge them, did you look down and say, by the grace of God, there go on? And then as you said that, did you have any compassion to go, you know what? Let me do something. First, my heart, build some compassion in my heart. But maybe find a way I can help this person. Sometimes it could be the smallest thing is a smile. We talk about that all the time. Share a smile. You don't know how that one smile could be what some person may have needed. Share a smile.
Judge them. They wrong.
Baby, be humble
Give grace. Not again.
before life does it for you.
You see, he told him, judge him. She said, no, you better be humble for life. Judge humbles you. The person you judge today could be you tomorrow. And that was me in that story earlier. I didn't judge her, but I was judging her existence, thinking that my existence could never be there. and then judging her. Instead of living her existence, like I said, but even worse, right? Many people mock situations they haven't even been tested in. And that was me. She said, you had a job reality. You had a Job reality. Come on, girl. Biblical. Yes, it was. I had a Job reality. Yes, I did. Thank God. Never assume your strengths in a battle you never fought. How dare you? And we can point and go, I could do it better than you. I could be sitting where she at. You don't know what it took to get there. You don't know what kind of stuff or obstacles that person had to face to come into be in the position where they are today. Good or bad. Examples of judging. Judging struggling parents before you have kids. We've all done that. Oh, I can't stand y'all bad kids. My kids, I have some kids. I call them kids because they're mine. Okay, y'all call them children, that's your business. I was just saying, I have some kids. My kids gonna be the best. They're not gonna be like other people, bad children. I see them all over. My children gonna be sitting down. They're gonna be just this. They're gonna be scholars. I mean, they're gonna be able to tell you the depths of the black hole. If my children are here tonight, I'm sorry that y'all can't tell me the depths of the black hole. But I used to judge, baby, just because I was judging other folks. God gave me what I was judging, right? And then your mama put that curse on you. She on here tonight. Every black mama done put that curse on you. I hope you have some that's just like you. So we should kill her for judging me, huh? Number 2, judging marriages before you get married. And we all done did that. Ooh, what kind of wife is she? Ooh, look at her husband. Why did he do that? Why would she let him say that to her? And why would he say that? Why would she said that to you? You don't know. You don't live in their house. Mind your business. She said, I've seen my mother buy groceries for a woman who lost her food stamp card and could have just stood there and not helped. And it was $400. Your mama is a saint. Where you live? That's a blessing, though, sis. Come on. Because most people are not going to do that. Most people, you can't get $2 out of it. She gave $400. You better come on. We give some kudos to mama today. Thank you, mama. Judging addictions before you face despair. We've all judged people. I mean, the word we use in our community, we call people crackheads. So we judge the crackhead. Crackhead work harder than some of us. You hear me? He gonna make sure in the morning when he get up in the morning, he gonna find a way to get some crack, hook a crook. A lot of us don't even work that hard, but we judge other people. When they fallen, or we'll sit back and that's the reason why they act like that, because they're on them drugs. We act like this. I'm not saying it ain't true. Not saying it ain't true that they act like that because they're on them drugs. But if you never had to live their existence, you should not judge what you don't know they're going through. Because you don't know what kind of situation that their mind is now in them from the substances. It's a really deep situation, huh? Judging someone's faith before your own storms come. And we've all done that. Ooh, look at her. See, maybe she believed more in God, it wouldn't have happened. Maybe she prayed more. We've all done that. She must don't believe in God, because ain't no way he did that. Ooh, we've been there. My mother always said she can't die with her money. No, you can't. My mama told me that I'm gonna make sure I spend a nice majority of it. So y'all don't blow the 30 days. Bless her heart. She tells that story all the time about Telly Savalas' son who blew his money in 30 days. I'm judging you, mama, blowing all your money. No, you spend it, baby girl. You enjoy every bit of it. Your humility makes you more compassionate. Your humility makes you more compassionate. Don't judge others because they sin differently than you. Humble people don't excuse bad behavior, but they understand human weakness. She said handling addiction is a hard job. Yes, it is. It is. Yes, ma'am. It is a hard. She said, "Ooh, that's a good one." Yes, ma'am. Humility says that could have been me under a different circumstance. And my favorite one is, by the grace of God, There go I. That could have been me. Who am I? That it could not have. I'm thinking it couldn't happen to me at all. Oh, welcome to Granny's house, beloved. Peace and blessings to you. And we're happy you're here. How to catch yourself when you start judging. I like to know what y'all think about that. How to catch yourself when you start judging. On Judgment Day, God will not ask you about me. I love that one. He ain't gonna ask you what I did. He ain't gonna care about all the little fingers you was pointing, thinking that you was better than me. So how to catch yourself when you start judging? Ask yourself, why is this triggering me? Why is this triggering me? What are they doing, or what is someone doing that's now re-stimulating something in me? Ooh, look in that mirror. You better come on, sis. Look in that mirror. Why is this triggering me? Is this touching my insecurities? Is this touching my insecurities? Does this remind me of something unresolved in myself? She said, think 5 times, then think 20 more times before that. And we're going to put that on her shirt. Sis, come on. You better come on. Do I need the full story? Do we ask that question? Because most judgment comes from partial information. You think you know the true story. And a lot of times, most people are not going to tell you the full story. They're going to give you just what they want you to know. Yes, we do. We all do it. We give a little synopsis of the drama of what we want to tell people. They don't get a full story. Because if we did, a lot of times, like my sis said, if you would think 5 times before you would pass on that madness you about to pass on, think 20 times after that, you wouldn't even say it. You probably wouldn't even judge that person because you'd have found a human compassion for them. I'm speaking of myself. I hope y'all remember this, my therapy, right? Am I correcting or condemning? That's another question we have to ask ourselves. Am I correcting or condemning? Because remember we just said, don't judge others because they sin differently than you. So am I correcting or am I condemning you? Because correction wants growth. So if you're correcting someone, not saying that we don't do this, but we have the right. If you're helping in a corrective manner, then you desire to see them grow from what you're giving them. That's correction. Condemnation is when you want to be superior to them, or when you're pointing your finger down. Look at them. What we was talking about a minute ago. Oh, I'm bad. Look at all them bad kids. I don't know why she even bring them over here. She could have kept them little bad kids at home. That's probably about me. People talk about me. But that's condemnation. Thinking that you're better, pushing your superiority around on people. I just said, it's his story and her story and the truth. You better come on. That's a t-shirt right there. Have I ever needed grace here? That's a question you ask yourself when you're around, when you're being triggered. Have I ever needed grace here? Remember our own humanity. Remember your own humanity. You are human. You make a mistake too. Memories of your own mistakes will humble your mouth real quick. And I remember I told you the story about me with the young lady that I saw in 2020. So now, as soon as I say things, I think 5 times, like my sis said, and then I remember, ooh, sit down and be quiet. Who are you? Watch your mouth, because that can happen to you again. It can be even worse. Watch how we judge. Judgment exists no matter what you do. The difference is whether you let it stop you or shape you. So we talked about again. Are you wielding correction because you want to see people grow? Or are you doing it because now this is your insecurity and you need that to feel superior? Ask yourself that question. That's something you write in your journal about. Proper judgment versus sinful judgment. And we'll get to that after we go through our halfway mark. Welcome to Granny's house once again. We're at the halfway mark. I am enjoying each and every one of you. We are having a beautiful conversation tonight. We're talking about be humble before life humbles you, correct? Let's see what our little Granny had to say.
Release the need to judge what I do not understand. I choose wisdom over criticism, compassion over condemnation, and grace over pride.
That's what Granny had to say. She said she chooses grace over pride. And then that little devil was over here called.
People judge so harshly.
Because pride makes people forget they need grace too.
Then stay humble, beloved.
So why do we judge so hard? And Jesus said, pride make you forget you need grace too, right? So proper judgment versus sinful judgment. If you're just now coming in, thank you for coming to Granny's house. We're at season 2, episode 11. We are talking about be humble before life humbles you. And also, if you don't have your Granny's house journal, let me know. Get your Granny's house journal. I have 12 left before this batch is gone and the new batch comes. They are absolutely adorable. For watching the show, you get the journal for $10 for only watching the show. And the new Granny's house tote bags. This one is super adorably cute. What she say? You are the bag, boo. Secure yourself, right? Secure yourself. You are the bag. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Bags are 10. The double set bag is $20. And you can get that whole set for 30. That's nothing, right? Nothing at all. Be humble. Proper judgment versus sinful judgment. Your Queen Mother says, when you judge others, you will be judged by the same standards. You better come on. Improper judgment. Let's work on that first. Improper judgment. Improper judgment is condemning people's worth. Something you should not do, right? Assuming their motives. Mocking or shaming. Oh, that's a lot. All of them bad. Mocking or shaming. And gossiping. Gossiping is a bad one. Go back and watch. We talked about gossiping. Gossiping, the devil's radio station, right? Or acting morally superior. Those are improper judgment things that we do. My sis said, I miss you, sis. Oh, I miss you too. Love my topic. And I'm so happy you are in Chicago, shining bright, beloved. We miss you. Proper judgment and discernment. So now we're going to talk about proper judgment. Recognizing your harmful behavior is proper judgment. Come on. Setting wise boundaries is proper judgment. Calling wrong without dehumanizing people. And that one gets me right there. She said, yep, Allah will give you the trial you're judging. Don't do it. You better come on. This is one right here. Calling wrong without dehumanizing. You can tell a person that something they're doing wrong without talking about it, without stepping on them or making them feel small for making the mistake. I have somebody I want to point out that made me feel small. They walked up in my storeroom and called me a hoarder. You could have simply said, sir, girl, this is a mess. What's wrong with you? But you dehumanized me by calling all my fabric a hoard. How dare you? So we're going to point fingers at him for dehumanizing me. He could have simply just pointed out my wrong. He didn't have to make me feel bad. But yes, I am going to admit my name is Granny and I'm a hoarder. I hope I don't make it on the show. I hope I don't make it on the show. Protecting your peace without hatred. That is proper judgment and discernment. Protecting your own peace. Discernment says that behavior is unhealthy. You can pick and choose about what discernment says. Excuse me, I'm all befuddled today. The happiest people I know are evaluating and improving themselves. The unhappy people are usually evaluating and judging others. Read that one again, huh? The happy people, I know, are evaluating and improving themselves. The unhappy people are usually evaluating and judging others, pointing all our fingers. What my sis said, it's fabric, LL, sitting money, beloved. Go. You tell them that's go. Point fingers back at him for making me feel like a hoarder. Judgment says that person is trash. That's us judging other people. We talked about bad judgment and our discernment. See him calling me bad names instead of just telling me, girl, clean up this board. How to judge righteously. My sister said, what? It isn't at least an organized hoarding because I have a problem. I have, we're going to jump off topic, huh? I have a mama that got a lot of stuff. I had a grandmama that had a lot of stuff. And then I enjoy fabric and I enjoy all things crafty. I'm one of them type people that I want to do everything. So don't show me something because I'm trying to do it right, as you see. So in me having this desire, I accumulate a lot of stuff. So yes, it has places. It can have more places to go outside my house, and my thing is I don't know how to throw nothing away. So a little bitty piece of something like this would be sitting up in a bag. Because I'll tell myself, I can take 30 more little pieces like that and make something out of it. So that's why he called me a hoarder. But no, ma'am, it's a clean hoard. I'm not gonna be on the show. You not gonna see rats and roaches and bad dogs and stuff running around. I wouldn't invite you in because too much fabric in my sewing room. But yeah, we're good. She said, pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. Ooh, you better come on, TT. Pride is the worst of the 7 deadly sins. Ooh, come on, sis. Come on. How to judge righteously and wisely. Observe without arrogance. You can notice dysfunction without your self-righteous tongue. Correct with compassion. If you speak truth, do it to help, not humiliate. Yes, he was speaking truth. I got too much stuff. But you humiliated me, calling me a hoarder, talking about the people gonna put me on the show. So you can speak truth and do it to help and not humiliate. Set your boundaries without bitterness. Loving people doesn't mean tolerating everything. Hold on one second, because I got somebody in my house that got TV. I'm sorry. Set boundaries without bitterness. Loving people doesn't mean tolerating everything. And that's something that we are learning now as we're getting older. I do not tolerate all the stuff I should tolerate. I will cut you off so fast you will think a razor blade will hit you. And that is one of the boundaries I made for myself. If you are causing me to feel any kind of way, I'm not gonna say everybody gonna be happy, but if being around you is causing me to have a bitterness or any kind of feeling that's outside of myself that I'm trying to grow into, then yes, I will cut you off. Because I don't have to love. What it said, loving people doesn't mean I'm tolerating everything that you're bringing to me. Judgment exists no matter what you do. The difference is whether you let it stop you or you let it shape you. Which one are you going to do? Because people are going to, what they said, judge you no matter what. Walaikum salam, beloved. Welcome to Granny's house. Leave room for grace. Leave room for grace. Today's mess may be tomorrow's testimony. Today's mess may be tomorrow's testimony. So you don't know what a person's going through. So they said, what? Leave room for grace. Leave room for grace. Everybody's a saint. when they're talking about someone else's sins, right? So we're going to leave room for grace and not be like that, talking about somebody else's sins, like we don't sin ourselves. Humility protects you. Humility keeps you teachable. I'm learning that. It keeps you compassionate. It keeps you from public embarrassment. Or have we not been humble and being out there cutting up and have to now go apologize for some action that we did that we shouldn't have been doing? I have done it now, and I'm now in that. I'm coming out of it now. It keeps you aware that you are still growing. That's what humility does. The moment you think you're above human struggle is the moment life starts teaching you humility. And what Kendrick said, be humble. And go find somewhere and go sit down. Be humble. So when you feel the urge to judge someone, judge that urge. So when you're about to start talking about somebody, stop and judge yourself. Ooh, where is this coming from? And then we go back to what we said. It's triggering me. Why am I judging you? Is this an insecurity that I'm dealing with? Why am I judging you? But we have to go back and ask ourselves that question. Go back and figure out what is it triggering you that's causing you to even give this judgmental tone. And stop. Pull that judgment out your mouth as soon as it comes your way. Sinners judging sinners for sinning differently. And that's what we all are. A bunch of sinners judging other sinners for sinning differently. How dare we? Pointing our finger like our sin has a, well, I heard somebody say years ago, people think that they have a degree on their sin. They think their sin has a less degree than your sin. So who are you? If God said we all are sinners and come short of the glory of God, then why do you think your sin is less than mine? That you can honestly sit and point a finger at my sin. Come on. She said, ask me how I know. Moving here has been a hell of a trial. Talking about self is the best way to jumpstart a reset. Come on. You better come on, sis. This is my therapy. Welcome to Granny's house. And you are one of my new therapists. This is a way to, I tell people I'm not a therapist. No. But as I'm growing and I'm striving to grow from the person I used to be to the person I desire to be now, I want to take people on this journey with me. Because as I'm enjoying this new feeling and this newfound love that I'm coming into with self, I figured if it's making me feel this kind of way, who else can look in the mirror or may need to feel what are going through what I'm going through? And maybe some of the things that are helping me, I can help others too along the way, right? Instead of pointing fingers and judging. We're sitting on the phone gossiping and talking about other people. We've been talking about them topics right here at Grady House. So we have what? Real talk conversations so we can grow. Because we're tired of being in a stagnated condition. And we're not going to walk around pointing fingers at other people without judging ourselves and catching ourselves in our way right first. My sis says, that's how people making money on talking about other people's sins. Ooh, yes, ma'am. It is a whole little thing on YouTube with that great journey. Yes, ma'am. I needed it. I realized that I was sinking. And in my sinking, I thought I was sane. I thought I was okay until I had to really, I hit and cracked. And as I cracked, I said, ooh, is this where you want to stay? Because now you're getting older. So you can, do you want to advance in age and stay the same fool? Or do you want to actually grow up? And that was my decision. I didn't just want to grow up with age. I wanted to grow up in my mannerisms. I wanted to grow up in who I am to be. Y'all can get me up in here talking about myself like this. Don't judge people for the choices they make when you don't know the options they had to choose. Mm. And that goes back to my story I told you earlier about the young lady. The choices that she had to make. I was putting them same choices. So now I watch my tone when I'm pointing a finger or telling other people about how I think that they should do their or be. I look at my own self and go, how would I do? If you were in that position, would you survive? Would you have made it if you had lived that existence? So be careful judging someone else's chapter when God is still writing your book. Be careful mocking wounds you never had to survive. Be careful acting like grace is for you, but not for them. Stay humble enough to know under different circumstances with different pain, different trauma, a different test, that could have been you. And if it wasn't for mercy, it still might be. Thank God for the grace of God. There go I. Queen Mother says tonight, she is in here with us. We are so happy for Queen Mother, all her hard work. Queen Mother says tonight comes from Luke 14 and 11. Luke 14 and 11, our beloved Queen Mother. Y'all give her some love in the chat. Throw her some hearts and give her some haze. Tonight he says, for all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. We're going to read that again because some of us went to public school. For all those who exalt themselves, you will be humbled. God will humble you. You hear me? And those who humble themselves will be exalted. Amen. Come on, Queen Mother. We thank you for that beautiful saying tonight from Luke. That came once again from Luke 14 and 11. 14 and 11. So go take some time and study that for yourself. This Queen Mother gave us that beautiful saying tonight. And all those lovely hearts and good shit for our Queen Mother. We thank her for her work. Tonight, as we leave out, before we leave here tonight, remember, humility is not weakness, right? Humility is not weakness, it's wisdom. It is the understanding that you are not above a struggle, not above mistakes, and not above failure, and not above needing God's grace. You are not above it. I am not above it. So stop looking down on people just because their weakness showed in a different way than yours. Stop acting like your private sins are prettier than somebody else's public struggle. Be careful who you judge, because life has a way of making examples out of arrogant people. The Queen Mother just gave us Luke 14 and 11. Come on. The same pain you mocked to visit your house, that same struggle you laughed at could knock on your front door. Let me in. You hear me? That same lesson you thought was beneath you could become the chapter that humbled you. So walk with grace. Speak with compassion. Correct with wisdom. And stay humble enough to remember, if mercy ever stepped back for 1 second, 1 millisecond, you would need understanding too. Come on. Because the truth is, none of us are standing because we're perfect. We're standing because grace carried us and is carrying us. Come on. So be humble before life humbles you for real. Amen. Welcome to Granny's house. Our mantra for tonight, I release the need to judge what I do not understand. I choose wisdom over criticism, compassion over condemnation, and grace over pride. Take a screenshot of that and send it and type that and put that in your journal, because that is our mantra for tonight. That we said we release the need to judge what we do not understand and choose wisdom over criticism, compassion over condemnation, and grace over pride. Ooh, that's deep. Hey, beloved, and happy birthday to you. Belated birthday. Y'all give a happy birthday to my beautiful sister Jenny. We're so happy to have you here tonight. We are at the end. See you soon. She said, back to my work. Oh, I'm so happy you hung out with us. We'll be back. I'm glad you said that, so now you can let us know. We'll be back tomorrow, Thursday. We come on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're in, my Pacific Standard Time is 8 o'clock. If you're on your time zone, most likely go check it. Some people are 3 hours and 2 hours ahead of us. So if you're on with us at that time, if you're here now, we thank you for hanging out with us, because it's almost like midnight in some of your world. So thank you for hanging out with Granny. We appreciate you all and giving you a lot of happy birthdays in the chat, beloved. We are so happy. We love her. She's a jewel in our nation. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Once again, we are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share Granny's House. If you have not right now, stop. Hit the thumbs up button. The thumbs up button on YouTube. And let the people know that you're enjoying Granny's House. Subscribe and hit the notification button. And also, go tell your friends that we are over here learning over here. I don't know what y'all do where y'all at, but over on this podcast and live stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we are healing and learning. So that means share it with somebody. So next week, don't come by yourself. They ain't even got to get up out the house. They could be in their jammies. But send them a link and tell them to come watch Grandma's house. Come watch Granny's House. Send them a link. If you can't send them a link, send them to go on YouTube, and they can go find me there too. And if they're following me, then that way they'll be able to find it for themselves. Once again, I'll see you Thursday. I don't know what Thursday's topic may be, but you know what? I kind of enjoyed this, so maybe we'll do a part 2. We'll see how far we can go. Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you for coming to Granny's House and being the help that you are. All the energy you guys feed me helps me to get and learn. And as I'm reading and writing this stuff, y'all think I'm playing. As I write this stuff, I'm like, wow, it's a lot in my little head that I've really been going through. And if it's plaguing me like this, what are we all doing? Peace and love to you all. I thank you too, beloved, for being here with me. I'll see you all Thursday. Have a fabulous week. Have a fabulous day tomorrow. And what we said, don't go around disturbing nobody else. Enjoy your day and make their day happy too. And if you see somebody that needs a smile because they don't have one, give them one of yours. I appreciate you all. So I enjoyed you and love your show. I enjoy you too, beloved. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. Have a fabulous night, and I'll see you all Thursday. And once again, welcome to Granny's House.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's the truth at the door. Don't wipe your feet, just bring your mess to the floor. This ain't no bedtime story, no cookies and milk. It's a straight shot of wisdom, smoother than silk. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Pull up your Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Oh, pull up your chair, let the stories unfold. It's laughter, it's lessons, it's love made of gold. Got a question, ask it, we're not shy in here. This is a safe space, honey, come face your fear. Got the mic hot, got the bass line deep. Granny's got the groove you wanna keep. Welcome to Granny. beat that pound. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to hear. We're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to hear.